Nairobi city today. People walk along the streets going about their daily business as any other day. But do they remember this? At the Kenyatta International Conference Center, election observers waited anxiously for the final results to be announced. The Electoral Commission, led by Samuel Kivutu, was nowhere near announcing the victor, and tension at the KICC and around the country was flaring up. That evening, after claims of rigging had filled the air and observers could not face each other, the then incumbent President Kibaki was declared the winner of the presidential poll, triggering a wave of violence in the country after the rival party ODM disputed the Kivutu results. Kenya was burning. People who had grown up together turned against each other, and the country was turned into a mob.
Nikiwa hapo nikingangana tu venye nitatoka, ndio niliona sasa ninasikia, yani kweli kabisa ninaungua na hii mkono imefura maji. Nikaangalia mtoto wangu, nikaona mtoto wangu hajaguzwa na moto. Nikakumbuka ile room ya guest ilikuwa na kabisa, hata kama mimi siwezi tosha mtoto wangu anaweza tosha. Nikakimbia baka hapo, nikaenda nikatoanisha mtoto wangu bibisho, nikambakisha moja. Hapo ndio nilimshika nikamrusha nje. Kumrusha nje, mimi nikarudi tu pale nione kama naweza toka nikiwa peke yangu, nikiwa peke yangu naweza kuruka wala watu. Nilifanya nini? Nitoke nje.
Nilipitia panga 4, nilipitia chuma rungu ambazo nilipigwa nazo. Niko na P3 form ndani ya nyumba ambayo ikunisaidia. So ninajua wale watu ambao walihusika. Wale waliniibia nyumbani, ninajua who and who waliniibia, lakini kwa sababu ya ile kujivuta kwa serikali, polisi hawakuingilia.
Houses were torched, transport was paralyzed as communities turned on people from other communities, and the result? A scene never seen in Kenya had now become the order of the day. People fleeing volatile areas were forced to seek refuge in the only place they could find safety: police stations and district office headquarters. For close to 2 days, violence never witnessed in the country rented the air with no end in sight. The aftermath was a telltale sign of the destruction that followed the disputed elections. So why did Kenyans feel they had to fight? First was the lack of confidence in the judicial system, which they say was dogged by impunity. Then the Kenya Police Force, which was accused of protecting some communities while victimizing others. Cases of police brutality were on the rise, and the public had little trust in the uniformed forces. But the greatest contributor was the Electoral Commission, which was accused of being biased and involved in rigging the election results. The beginning of their woes was the culmination of the results that saw President Kibaki sworn in at dusk, begging the question, why was the swearing in done in such a hurry? The panel of eminent African personalities sent an entourage to Kenya to help broker peace between the two rival groups, ODM and PNU, and after days of negotiations a peace deal was reached that saw the signing of the National Peace Accord and a declaration to institute reforms in the country, commonly known as the Agenda 4 deal. That was then. 5 years on, and I ask, what changes have been made to ensure that the events of December 2007 and early January 2008 are not repeated? In August 2010, Kenyans unanimously voted in the new charter, followed by its promulgation on the 27th of October the same year. The passage of the new constitution brought with it a set of laws that must be followed to ensure free, fair and credible elections. This saw the formation of an independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission whose autonomy cannot be interfered with by the political class. Following the signing of the Agenda 4 items, major reforms have been instituted in the country. The judiciary got a total overhaul, and those who are not fit for office continue to be sent packing by the Judges and Magistrates Vetting Board. This is in an effort to boost public confidence in the judiciary. The swearing-in of the first Inspector General of Police marked a new dawn for the uniformed forces in the country, with the expected overhaul of the Kenya Police Service and the Administration Police Unit. The new Inspector General will have the daunting task of changing the face of the police force to ensure that Kenyans will no longer feel threatened to be next to a policeman, but instead feel safe when the men in blue are around them. With the next general elections around the corner and peace initiatives instituted to ensure that no violence erupts, Kenyans in all spheres, politicians, armed forces and the general public will have to remember what transpired after the disputed 2007 elections for them to ensure that sins such as this are never witnessed again. Lest we forget. Nancy Njoki, GBS News.